Wonderful. I see more joy today on your faces. I don't want to guess. Now, let's enjoy Gurudev's Gita 365.
One who is desiring to mount the steed of the mind, to that Muni, that Mananashilavan contemplative student, karma karanamuchadi. Service of the society, fulfilling the obligatory duties without ego and egocentric desires is the method. When you are trying to mount a horse, you gather the reins of the horse on the left hand and holding the mane of the horse and the backside of the saddle, you try to push your feet into the stirrup. At that time, however great a rider you may be, you are a bundle of wet potatoes on the side of the horse. And the horse is generally tall. And if you are a little short one, you are in trouble. At that time, any rider is very pitiable, helpless. Okay? But once and twice you try to kick the earth, and when once you get the spring necessary, and you throw your leg on the other side, now the horse knows there is a master there. Thereafter, that trained horse can be made to stand as still, fully still, or make him run. See? You say that I have no concentration. This my mind is a terrible thing. Yes. So one who is trying to bring the mind under his control, which is the first thing, for that karma karanamuchati. Through work, dedicated work, egoless and desireless work, activity and service of the society, the existing vasanas get exhausted. It is the vasana pressure in you that makes the mind so restless and running about. And once you have mounted the horse, yoga rootasya shamakkaranamucchate. Thereafterwards, quieten the mind more and more. It's called the path of contemplation. So in the beginning, the mind must be employed to act in fulfilling your obligatory duties. And when that is done without ego and egocentric desires, the existing vasanas get exhausted and the mind becomes quieter and quieter. And once thus the mind has come under your control, thereafter activity in the outer world is not necessary. You start contemplating wherein the program is to quieten the mind more and more.
So first step is to quieten the mind. Arurukshoho munehe means one who is desirous to climb the steed of our own mind intellect. Now we are assuming that we have climbed. Then what? Then the pilgrimage in contemplation starts. The pilgrimage in contemplation, the pilgrimage of contemplation is not possible if mind is not quiet. When the mind is quiet, intellect starts asserting its alertness and vigilance. So the pilgrimage of contemplation is possible only with the right attitude. Means our mind and intellect, our M&I, mind and intellect, must have the right attitude. Meaning qualified mind and intellect, prepared mind and intellect. A qualified and prepared M&I, mind and intellect, always has the right attitude. Now, what should be the attitude of our mind and intellect while contemplating? See the verse 14, refer 14. There, Lord Krishna said, Prashantatma, peaceful mind. Peaceful mind means neither restless nor dull, neither rajasic nor tamasic, but sattvic mind. Sattvic means quiet mind. At the same time, intellect alert and vigilant. This is called sattvic mind. Then vigata bhi. Intellect is free from fear. Fear you can think as an acronym. Fear means feverish excitement. F-E, nervous in the present. Feverish excitement. And A, anxieties for the future. And R, regrets of the past. So without regrets of the past, without anxieties, and without feverish excitement, nervousness in the present, vigata bhihi, without fear, march towards the light of consciousness. The attention should be turning towards the light of consciousness. When we are walking towards the light, then the ego, the shadow of the ego, all are behind. So vigata bhihi, very important, intellect's power. Now, how to develop this power of the intellect? Yesterday I said alarm. Yesterday what I said, the attentive listening, attentive reflection, and the UM is the last two letters. Alarm. Yesterday what I said was a South Indian Tamil alarm. But real English alarm is ALARUM. That U is uninterrupted meditation. So AL, attentive listening. AR, attentive reflection. And finally, uninterrupted meditation. No interruption whatsoever. This is the power of the intellect. So keep alarm. Means Shravana, Swadhyaya, Manana, Nididhyasana. With this, the intellect becomes Vigata Bihi. And especially Brahmachari Vrate Stitaha. Means Brahmani. Means Brahman means pure consciousness. Charati. M&I's attention is moving, gliding towards the pure consciousness, moving towards the light of consciousness. So Brahman means pure consciousness, Chinmaya. Moving means mind feeling with all love, and intellect thinking with all respect. So love from the mind level. feeling the nature of Brahman, the pure consciousness, and intellect with all respect, turning towards the light of consciousness. This movement with love and respect is called reverence. So sit as a seeker of truth, seeking and searching that divine light of life, that divine light of consciousness, Chinmaya. Don't sit as a parent or as a spouse or as a professional. Mana samyamya. Mat chittaha means mind under control. Means you have already climbed the steed of the mind. Manas samyamya. Now, how that control comes? The control becomes easy when Swagurum Pranamya. When I am turning my attention to my own Guru. Means invoking Gurudev's grace and blessings. In the presence of the Guru, our mind gets controlled automatically. So Guru's presence controls the mind. Guru's remembrance controls the mind. Means real remembrance. Means reverence. Means with the love and respect. In that attitude, mind is controlled. That mat chittaha. Lord Krishna says, give your mind and intellect to me. With love, give with love and respect, give your emendite attention to me. With love means identify with me. With respect means the highest priority. Love identifies. Love means identification. Respect means reverence, both love and respect. And Lord Krishna says, when you give your emendite attention to me, I will fix your mind and give it back to you. So fix your mind with the devotion. Do everything for my sake. Every activity should be an arati, reveling in his grace and blessings, reveling in his glory. So do everything for my sake. That's called Krishnarpanamastu. Then Yukta Asita. Never quit. Never give up. Remember that frog in the mouth of the crane. The frog is holding the throat of the crane. The crane cannot swallow the frog. The crane has to throw up. So any situation, challenging situation, chalenge, you say. Even in the beginning, the mind may not cooperate. Even if the mind is not cooperating, never give up. Steadfast, I should be. Unshakable by any situation or problem or crisis. So, yukta asita. Matparaha. Matparaha means keep me as the highest goal, highest priority. It's called great. What you respect the most, you give it the highest priority. So love and respect, that is called reverence. You become what you revere. Now we may say, so much effort I have to put forth. What will be the result? Great effort, naturally great discovery here. I discover my true nature. I as I. Thereafter, no sorrow, no tragedies, nothing. I witness the tamasha of the plurality. Remaining in the reality, I watch the tamasha of the plurality. So, yunjan evam sadatmanam. Thus, always keeping the mind steadfast, unshakable. Emendai is unshakable. Yogi, the contemplator, The yogi, niyata manasaha, with a controlled mind, adhigacchati, attains, discovers, realizes what? Shantim nirvana paramam mat samstham shantim. Nirvana paramam shantim. Mat samstham shantim. Adhigacchati. Nirvana paramam shantim means eternal, absolute peace. That is my nature, Lord says. Mat samstham. My nature is that eternal peace, absolute peace. Means abiding in me, meaning abiding as I. Nirvana paramam mat samstham shantim adhigacchati. So always you should understand, abiding as I alone, eternal peace is possible. Not otherwise. I as so and so, temporary peace. When the situations are conducive, mind appears to be peaceful. Let the situations change, mind get disturbed, because this is the realm of change. I should hold on to the changeless. I is changeless in all the relationships of so and so. Now comes the next two verses. Very important. Even if you are not a contemplator, doesn't matter. Even if you don't feel like contemplating or meditating or walking any spiritual path, you are totally preoccupied with business. Actually, business people, they do this. If you're really successful in business, watch these two verses they are doing. Let us see the next two verses. So if I want success in contemplation, I have to make these adjustments. What are the adjustments? Now let's see. Verse 16. Today Veda Vembar is going to chant. And we should understand what the Veda means also. Veda means knowledge, not knowledge of anthropology, biology, cardiology, dermatology to zoology. That's also called knowledge. But with the light of knowledge, the light of consciousness illumines all your knowledges, all the objective sciences. So Veda means the knowledge, the light of consciousness, because of which I'm conscious of all my experiences and all these objective sciences. So now Veda is going to be my echo. Let's enjoy the chanting. Verse 16. Natyashnatastu yogosti.
Natyashnatastu yogosti.
Na chaikantamanashnataha.
Na chaikantamanashnataha.
Na chati swapnashilasya.
Na chati swapnashilasya.
Jagrato naiva charjuna.
Jagrato naiva charjuna.
So, successful contemplation is possible only when these adjustments are made. And success in yoga is not possible for whom? Natyashnatastu yogosti. Hey Arjuna. Hey Arjuna means, oh Arjuna. Arjuna is a straightforward person. Whatever he appreciates and accepts, he shall follow. Krishna says, hey Arjuna, oh straightforward one, be steadfast. But you understand here, hey Arjuna, ati ashnataha. Ati ashnataha means one who eats too much. Ati ashnataha tu na yogaha asti. Yoga is not possible for the person who eats too much. Why? When I eat too much, all the blood is in my belly. No blood available for the brain. So what contemplation? In your office, lunchtime, what is your lunch? What do you eat for lunch in your office with meetings and when you have meetings? What do you eat? One apple and one snapple. Apple and snapple. Snapple is the drink. Why not a 6-course meal? Lunchtime, during meetings. Why not? And you say, I can't work, I can't pay attention, I can't negotiate my business. If I eat too much, I can't work. Isn't it? So too, if I eat too much, I cannot contemplate. Isn't it? So when you eat too much, what happens? See, food is what? Coming from the earth. When the food is coming from the earth, what is food? Nothing but earth in another form. So when I eat more, what happens? Earth and earth, there's an attraction. And earth attracts me. And what? I fall asleep. As though the earth is singing in whenever Hindi means, in Hindi only the singing happens. Aja pyare, paas hamare. Mother earth is singing. And if I eat too much, I go and sink into the earth. I fall asleep because eating too much. So when this is Lord Krishna saying, if you eat too much, no yoga. Now people swing into the other side. Swinging from like a pendulum, either eating too much or the other side. What? Not at all eat. Then I will not eat at all. Nachaikantam anashnataha. Ekantam anashnataha. Even one who does not eat at all. Fast, oh fast. Anashnataha. Yogaha na asti. No yoga for the person who does not eat at all. Today, Monday, fasting. Why Monday fast? Swamiji, Monday I don't eat. Why? Shiva Vrata. Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva's day. I don't eat on Mondays. Somvar Vrata. Okay. Tuesday. Tuesday also fasting. Why? Hanuman. And what about Wednesday? Wednesday, luckily, no God is there. Particular God is not there. Therefore, Wednesday I can eat. Thursday, Guruvar. I can't eat. Friday, Devi. I can't eat. Fasting. Saturday because Shani Bhagavan, because my son-in-law has Shani. Son-in-law himself is the 10th planet. It's called Dashamaha Graha. Son-in-law is called, means the 10th planet. So my son-in-law has Shani. Therefore, for my son-in-law's sake, Shani fasting. And what about Sunday? Surya Bhagavan. Thus, only Wednesday I can eat. And look at the tragedy. Only on Wednesday, Ekadashi comes. When Ekadashi comes on Wednesday, now what do I do? Ekadashi also I don't eat. Thus, whole week not eaten. What will happen? Or you have eaten very little. Hungry all the time. So where is the attention of the M&I? The attention of the M&I is constantly on the food. Shivaratri time, people think only of food, not Shiva. Because fasting, what all I will eat next day after fasting. See that? So I'll be contemplating on food, not on my true nature. So here, how much to eat? And the Yoga Shastra declares what? Purayed Ashanena ardham. Half the stomach, one half of your stomach, fill up with food. So one half of the stomach with food, including condiments and curries. One half of the stomach. Then Trutiyam Udakena tu. The third quarter, half with food. And third quarter, filled with water. What about the other quarter, Swamiji? Vayoho sancharanartham tu chaturtham avaseshayet. The fourth quarter is to be left for air movement. Don't eat air tight. People do that. Don't eat air tight. Now we may say, Swamiji, how will I know half stomach? What is my one half stomach? How will I know? One day make an experiment. What experiment? Eat full stomach. Full. And then nothing more you can eat. Then having checked how much you ate, the next meal onwards, half of it, one half of it. That is called, right, what amount I should eat, the quantity of food. Quality also will come. So very small quantity. It is said you can eat even 4 times or 5 times with very small quantity. So eating 4 or 5 times is the best, but very small quantity, especially for a seeker of contemplation. So natyashnatastu yogosti. One who eats too much, no yoga, cannot practice yoga, cannot practice contemplation. And one who does not eat at all, anashnataha yoga na asti. One who does not eat at all, for him also no yoga. Next, nachati swapnashilasya. Ati swapnashilasya means one who is sleeping too much. Sleeping, swapna, also dreaming, means daydreaming. One who is sleeping too much or daydreaming too much. Such a person also cannot contemplate, cannot practice contemplation. One student came to the class for the morning class. The student came late. The teacher asked, what happened? Why are you late? The student said, I'm very sorry, sir. I overslept. The teacher said, you sleep at home also? Because in my class also you sleep. In home also you sleep. And people in office, you should see government office. Any office, if the supervisor is not watching, if the boss is not watching, there are people who are forward and backward. Forward people means those are sleeping forward, keep the resting on the head on the bench, on the desk. Forward. Backward means head totally back. So forward type and backward type. Means ati swapnashilasya, one who sleeps too much or daydreaming too much. Yogaha na asti. Especially in religious discourses, more sleep comes. That's why I don't want to look at you. That's some jokes and all have to be told. If not, why jokes needed for the spiritual discourses? Cruise control talk if it is given. You will quickly go. Because one speaker, after he saw one person in the audience sleeping, he told the next person, hey, wake him up. That person next, he said, why should I wake him up? You put him to sleep, you wake him up. What can the speaker do? And they make announcement also. What announcement? Come early and reserve back seat. And the wall seat, if it's all ground, wall seat. If you want the wall seat, especially the tripod wall, where you can keep your back and comfortably sleep. Announcement is made, come early to reserve back seat. And at the end of the pravachan or sermon, there was a great awakening, literal awakening. They wake up from sleep. They say, why in the religious places, why they say? The child, the mother asked, then the mother, do you know why you have to be silent? The child said, oh, people are sleeping. Because people are sleeping, don't disturb. So those who are sleeping too much, no yoga. Okay, I will not sleep at all. See, another extreme. Jagrato naiva charjuna. Jagrataha api na yogaha asti. No yoga for the person who does not sleep at all. Means no yoga for the person who is always trying to keep awake. To keep awake, somebody they keep shaking their head. Or yawning. If they're opening mouth loudly and silently like a hippopotamus, they say sleep vanishes. So silently, if they are yawning loud, open big mouth, silently yawning, okay if you don't see the person. But with the sound yawning, who has not seen you also will start feeling sleepy, starts yawning. Whole class, whole audience will start yawning. Terrible. So one who does not sleep at all, for him also no yoga. Na cha ati swapnashilasya na jagrato naiva charjuna. But I heard realized masters never sleep. Yes, realized master never sleeps. From what? That we should know. Realized masters are ever awake. Ever awake to what? Ever awake to the reality, the self, I as I, the Sakshi. Never sleeps to that state. Ever awake to the state of Sakshi. He remains as Sakshi 24/7. Sakshi never sleeps. One who is a Sakshi knows I don't sleep, I don't dream, I don't wake up also. Because I am the Sakshi for waking, I am the Sakshi for the dreaming, I am the Sakshi for the deep sleep. Sakshi is ever awake, witnessing all the states of the mind. Not that the BMI of the realized master does not sleep. BMI will sleep, but he is not the BMI. He is the Sakshi. So the idea is Ati Sarvatra Varjayet. In Tamil also they say Alavukku Minjina Amrudam Visham. So Ati Sarvatra means too much in everything. Too much is too bad. Then next, Katam Punaha Yoga Bhavati. Then what will facilitate yoga? What will help me to contemplate? What will help me to conduce? What will be so conducive that I can walk easily the path of contemplation? I can glide in contemplation. So what will facilitate yoga? That next verse Lord Krishna gives. Let us see. Verse 17. Yuktaharviharasya
युक्ताहारविहारस्य
युक्तचेष्टस्य कर्मसु
युक्तचेष्टस्य कर्मसु
Yukta swapnavabodhasya
युक्तस्वप्नावबोधस्य
yogo bhavati dukkhaha.
योगो भवति दुःखः.
So what will help me in yoga? Eating too much or not at all eating? Sleeping too much or not at all sleeping? No yoga. Then what should I do? Yukta ahara. Yukta ahara. Ahara means intake. Now here we should know what ahara means. Oh, Swamiji, you say, so food only is ahara. Food means what? Food for all the sense organs. Whatever intake, anything I take in. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. Eyes are eating the forms and colors. Ears are eating the sound. You can dramatize all forms and colors putting in the eyes, all the sounds in the ears. Don't do it during my talk. Sometimes I'm putting all your sound into my ear. So, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, all intake through the senses is called food. Means all perceptions, feelings that you take, others' feelings I take in. And people tell Swamiji, that person and I, we were so great friends. For 20 years we were friends. And last Thanksgiving, he did not invite me for the Thanksgiving lunch. But I went. When I went, he said, get out. 20 years we were friends. He told me to get out, Swamiji. How should I deal this? I told him, he told you, because he doesn't know you. If he knew you, he would not have done that. Therefore, he doesn't know you. Therefore, don't worry. So, that's what I had to convince him. And when he left, I started thinking, 20 years, he should have kicked him out long ago. But it took him 20 years to discover his condition and told him to get out. So others' feelings we start taking in. Thoughts. The other person called me idiot. That too with the right swara, with the intonation. He said, you idiot, in front of everyone. That insult. Now what do I do? Did you watch Three Idiots? Means very intelligent. Those who have passion for something, they're called idiots. Oh, I didn't look like that. That's why we have to convince people. So all intakes, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, feeling, thinking, all intake is called ahara. Then yukta vihara. Vihara means playing sports. Bala Vihar. Vihara also means, so because here for Bala Vihar, learning is fun. That's how our Bala Vihar teachers teach. Make the learning fun. How Gurudev gave us. We enjoyed listening to Gurudev. We never thought we are learning. That is the glory of Gurudev. It was Vihara. So playing sports is called Vihara. Or responding is called Vihara. So Yukta Ahara, reception. Yukta Vihara, responses. Reception and responses. So Yukta Ahara Viharasya. Then Yukta Cheshtasya. Yukta Cheshta. Yukta Cheshta means when I'm doing something, the appropriate amount of effort. Not too much effort, nor too little. You should see those who are experts in wood cutting, how they cut. Yukta Cheshta. They know what angle they have to cut the tree. The dead tree, when the tree is dead, how do they cut it? And nowadays, because you have the saw, the chainsaw and all, the olden days, you have to use the axe to cut. Means measured. Yukta means measured, disciplined, moderate action. Whatever effort is needed, that much effort you use. Not overdo. Also not forcefully doing. You might have observed how people open the door. Dada! They kick the door open. And closing the door, ayya. You know that person has come. Like they say in Tamil, Vengala kadala yana pundamari. Like an elephant has entered the shop. Imagine if the elephant enters Costco. What will happen? Peanut section. What will Costco do? So don't bang in. By banging the door, what do you get? And when people walking, how they walk. Some people, they rub the floor and walk. The way they walk, disturbing. Before, when we had meditation downstairs in Kailas Nivas, anybody walking up, we can't, dhan sound. I said, when I'm giving class, nobody should be in Kailas Nivas, especially upstairs if the class is downstairs. Because so much of distance, they're walking all the building here, the buildings are all wooden, old wood, they're cracking and creaking, and some people are so sensitive, they one step they keep, the more slow they keep, more creaking sound. Ayya, terrible. And talking also, so loudly they talk, especially on the phone. So loudly they talk, without the phone itself, the other person can hear. Or that too, making all animal noises. Aha. Oh, okay. Okay, huh? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Aha. Oho, ihi. Yeah. Animal noises they make. So, yuktahara viharasya yukta cheshta means moderate activity, measured activity, disciplined activity. Then yukta swapna avabodhasya. Yukta swapna and avabodhasya. Yukta swapna means right amount of sleep and right amount of waking. Moderate in sleep and wakefulness. 18 hours awake, 6 hours sleep, or 16 hours awake. See that? But what you do also is important, not just simply 16 hours awake, wasting time. So that's moderate in sleep and wakefulness. Then yogo bhavati duhkaha. Yoga becomes duhkaha, means that which destroys all your sorrows and tragedies. So here you can think about the Buddha's famous middle path, the famous middle path of Buddha, Gautama Buddha. Not too loose, not too tight, just right. Not too loose, dila, not too loose, not too tight, just right. Like for the veena, the instrument veena or violin, if you tighten the strings too much, it will break. If the strings are very loose, no music will come out. The right tension should be there. Right tension needed to bring forth the music. So, yuktahara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapnavabodhasya. Then, yogo bhavati. Yoga bhavati. Yoga becomes what? Duhkaha. Destroys all sorrows and pains and worries and anxieties. This word duhkaha, very important. In this same chapter, chapter 6, verse 23, if you have the book, if you refer verse 23, 2, 3, 23, there the definition of yoga Lord Krishna gives. So here duhkaha has come, therefore you refer that. Tam vidya duhka samyoga viyogam yoga samyitam. What is yoga? Tam vidya, know that as yoga. What should I know? Know that is yoga. What is yoga? Breakup. Breakup is called yoga. Breakup. Tam vidya dukkha samyoga viyogam. Viyogam is breakup. Viyogam means separation. Viyogam means divorce. So know that breakup, separation, divorce is called yoga. In Sanskrit, yoga means joining, yoking, joining, union. That is called yoga. But if you see here, what is termed as yoga here is viyoga, meaning separation, breakup, divorce. This is the divorce you can really take. In meditation, what happens? In meditation, the union doesn't happen, but separation. Breakup happens, divorce happens. So not yoga union, but viyoga, divorce. Not association, but disassociation. So at the seat of contemplation, meditation, not yoga, but viyoga. Viyoga from what? Viyoga from dukkha. What is dukkha? BMI. All your sorrows, when did you experience? Only when you are conscious of the body, pains of the body, heat and cold. Sorrows, when you're conscious of your mind, all the sorrows and all the dejections, disappointments. When? Conscious of the intellectual disappointment, depressions, sorrows, pains. So, disassociation from sorrows. So, viyoga from sorrow, viyoga from BMI is yoga. Dukkha samyoga viyogam. Because you cannot be united with Om, your reality, because that is you yourself. How can you get united with yourself? Two people can get united, but you cannot get united with your own self. Then what is happening? I as I, somehow got united with the not self. Why? How did ignorance? What else? I got united with BMI. I got married to BMI due to a viveka. Isn't it? I got married to my BMI due to a viveka. Lack of discretion. Because what I am conscious of, I cannot be. But I am taking myself as BMI. I am this. I am body. I am mind. I am intellect. We don't say it. But what is the feeling? I am tall or short. I am horizontally tall or short. I have a kind mind. I am kind. Not I have kind mind. I am kind. Or others say he is kinder. I am kinder. I am doctor. I am lawyer. I am engineer. I am Swami. Ayya. Got identified with the not self which I am conscious of. I got identified with it. I got married to it, means I got identified with my BMI. Isn't it? Somehow, due to ignorance, aviveka. Because I'm united with BMI, identified with BMI, therefore dukkha, pains and sorrows and dejections. So what happens at the seat of meditation? What happens is viyoga. Viyoga with BMI. Because of viyoga from BMI, therefore viyoga from dukkha. Don't you want this divorce? Yes, Swamiji, I want this divorce. I want to divorce my BMI. Listen carefully. Not applying. You should put a petition for BMI, divorcing from your own BMI. Guru is the best person who will arrange for this divorce. Divorce from my own BMI identification. Remember always, this is erroneous identification. I am thinking I am this. This erroneous thinking. Divorce from this erroneous thinking. So, dukkha, we are at BMI, dukkha samyoga, viyogam, yoga samyitam. That is called yoga. So now I want divorce from this erroneous identification. Therefore, I practice yoga. Therefore, I practice contemplation. So, tam vidyat dukkha samyoga viyogam yoga samyitam. So, viyoga means divorce. Divorce from BMI. Divorce from BMI itself is yoga. Yoga with Om. Because you are already that. It's a discovery. Like when you're dreaming, you are dreaming that you are drowning. Even when you're dreaming that you are drowning, when you wake up, what do you realize? I was always in my bed under the comforter, comfortably sleeping. So I am dreaming that I am this. When I wake up, I realize I was always ISI. I was always the Sakshi. I misunderstood as this. So Viyoga, divorce from BMI itself is yoga. So divorce, Viyoga from BMI itself is union, yoga with Om. Means union with Om. So divorce, Viyoga from BMI itself is union, yoga with Om. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat means Om, that's it. Done. See that? So apply for divorce. I will grant you very easily. What are the lawyer fees nowadays? I have to find out any lawyers. Let me know what is the fees. And I will charge only triple, or because triple bodies, triple of that amount. So choice is yours. No, Swamiji, that way you're that. I don't want a divorce. Okay, don't complain that you are suffering. If anybody comes to me with suffering, I said, why don't you apply for divorce? No, Swamiji, I don't want, I will not tell anything. I will silently suffer. Because meeting you is much more suffering than my suffering. So thank you very much for this wonderful Geeta Jnana Yajna. It's all Gurudev's glory. So I really thank you for giving me this opportunity to contemplate.
Please do namaskar to the Arati.
Thank you for all organizers. Thank very much. Thank you.